Hey guys, welcome back to the Growers Corner. So for today's video, I wanted to touch on something that is very near and dear to my heart because it touches on a lot of things. It touches on nutrients, it touches on resilience and pest control. It also touches on sustainability, and that is composting. Now, I know when most people think compost, they, oh God, that stinky pile of rotting stuff over there that you want me to go turn every so often. Look, guys, this is the bottom line. Composting, mulching, that's how nature makes topsoil. That's it. That's how it's done. It's how it's always going to be done. Now, topsoil, as those of you with a green thumb know, is the most nutrient dense, rich potting soil you can get, right? So when done properly, it's better than any bag soil you can buy out there. It already contains the living organisms, so it's a living soil, right, that you want and need. And it also is cheaper. You don't have to buy a bag. You just got to turn the pot, turn the barrel, turn the pile, turn the whatever. Now, as far as resilience goes and nutrients goes, because if you make your compost pile out of varied materials, and by that I mean natural humus from the forest floor, lawn clippings, the hedges, all that kind of stuff, leaves from the trees, etc. Okay, as well as, but not limited to, your kitchen scraps, all your broccoli ends, all your pieces of lettuce, all your eggshells, all your coffee grinds, all of those things go into the compost heap. Now, ideally, you buy, for those of you who are doing the hobby thing, one of those small compost units. You basically just have to add a little bit every day, and you go out to eat. For those of you who are smart, got a little bit of an engineering idea situation going on in your brain, grab a solar panel, grab a freaking few gears. You don't have to turn nothing, okay? For those of you who aren't necessarily mechanically or engineering inclined, it doesn't take but 5 minutes. You're outside smoking a cigarette. You're outside smoking a doober. Sit there and turn the wheel for a few minutes. Now, the more often you turn it, the cleaner the ingredients that you use. And when I say clean, what I mean is try not to use the gungy, grimy gook that's in your gutters, okay? In your rain gutters. When we're talking about waste material, try to use the fall leaves from your lawn, the lawn clippings when you clip your lawn, and the vegetable stuff from your kitchen. And I don't mean cut it up, throw it in a bucket in the corner in your kitchen and leave it there for a week until it stinks and then throw it in there. When you're done chopping up or whatever for that meal, preparing for the meal, go throw it in there. Now I'm not one to necessarily advocate meat products or meat scraps, but you can do it. It just takes longer for that soil to turn into compost. Now, when you stick to strictly herbaceous or vegetables, things like that, you can generally turn it over in 3 to 4 weeks. And by that, I mean use it, okay? You don't want any continually decomposing material in the compost when you use it, because you're introducing bad bacteria, things that you don't necessarily want in and around the root zone or in your soil around things that you're planting, right? Now, because you're composting, you're creating a living soil. You're also saving yourself some money. It's also, so that makes it sustainable, right? You're not having to buy a bag. You're not creating all this waste from these bags and all this other stuff, right? And you cut down on any sort of feeding that you need to do, because as you break down those materials into that compost, into that soil, you are enriching the soil. You are making it contain those minerals, those nutrients. You are adding them naturally via decomposition to that soil. So just something to think about, guys. You don't necessarily even really have to use compost as your main potting soil. You can use it as a topping agent or a top dress that you put on top of your plants to fertilize literally with the composted soil. It's cheap, it's efficient, and it's pretty much better than anything you're ever going to spend money on. So just something to think about, just something to mull over, and I hope you guys take it on, because it is a well-deserved practice that is very, very rewarding, and you will see the results. Until next time, this is the Grower's Corner.